Germany has 6 nuclear power plants remaining. They shut down 3 last year, and the last 3 are set to shut down this year. So they'll have no more nuclear power plants. They're going to put more and more energy into solar, and we'll learn about how inefficient that is. It uses a ton of land. It's made from rare earth metals mined by child slaves in China. No big deal. When they're old, we just throw them in the dump. Doesn't seem very environmentally friendly, but it gives me all the feels. It feels so green that it must be okay. Trump, of course, so that's the second point. So first point, it's a cult. Second point, it's impossible. this zero carbon dream is impossible. Third point, Trump called this. This is Trump. Across the table from him is the head of NATO. This is 2018.
I think it's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia. So we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting all of these countries, and then numerous of the countries go out and make a pipeline deal with Russia, where they're paying billions of dollars into the coffers of Russia. So we're supposed to protect you against Russia, but they're paying billions of dollars to Russia, and I think that's very inappropriate. And the former chancellor of Germany is the head of the pipeline company that's supplying the gas. Ultimately, Germany will have almost 70% of their country controlled by Russia with natural gas. So you tell me, is that appropriate? I mean, I've been complaining about this from the time I got in. It should have never been allowed to have happened. But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they were getting from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO, and I don't think it should have happened. And I think we have to talk to Germany about it. So we have to talk about the billions and billions of dollars that's being paid to the country that we're supposed to be protecting you against. You know, everybody's talking about it all over the world. They'll say, well, wait a minute, we're supposed to be protecting you from Russia, but why are you paying billions of dollars to Russia for energy? Why are countries in NATO, namely Germany, having a large percentage of their energy needs paid, you know, to Russia and taken care of by Russia? Now, if you look at it, Germany is a captive of Russia because they got rid of their coal plants, they got rid of their nuclear. They're getting so much of the oil and gas from Russia. I think it's something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate. You and I agree that it's inappropriate. I don't know what you can do about it now, but it certainly doesn't seem to make sense that they pay billions of dollars to Russia, and now we have to defend them against Russia.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect in every single way there. And the boldness to say that right in front of the head of NATO. Trump was also right at the UN.
Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers.
See the people at the end there? Throw that up there one more time, the guys at the end, when the camera cut. That right there is the German delegation. This is the German delegation at the end laughing at him, laughing at our president who is 100% right. And who's laughing now? One day, maybe, we'll wise up. But how much damage will be done in the meantime? Not to the planet, but to humankind. Hey, thanks for watching that whole clip right there. If you enjoyed that, that's one of like 50 brilliant points that were made in our special. We had some amazing guests, and you can watch the whole thing and be so armed with everyone around you and all the lies around you. You'll be more armed than anyone you know, I guarantee it. You can check that out at thefirsttv.com/support.